All right, we're going to call today's move 23A, picking up on the photography yesterday. Super quick. What about video? What about video? Here's the thing. Do you need a video tour to sell a house? No. Today you see people with like Matterhorn where you can like click on the little arrows and they'll move you all over the house. Now they incorporate that to Zillow. Does it help? Some will say yes, some will say no. Do you need it? Let's go and get it out of the way. You don't need it. However, there is a case for when you may want to say, actually, we do need it. And what is that? A lot of houses you can walk into and it's very clear cut. You walk in, here's the living room, here's the kitchen, here's the dining room, the bedroom, and on and on. It's very clear cut. The layout is very self explanatory. But if you've got a house where maybe there's the potential for confusion, example, we did a property once where you walked in the door and to the immediate right was a dining room. To the immediate left was a living room, except the house effectively had two living rooms because the one to the left didn't have a fireplace, but the room behind it did. So which of those is the primary living room? Right? This is what we call an opportunity for a buyer to go, and they're not sure what to do with it, and a confused mind says no. Now, the thing is, in a Matterhorn or something like that, you cannot capture that because that's just clicking little arrows moving you around the house. So there is a case to be made for to actually do a video tour where someone is talking and walking you through, literally touring you through the property. When I think about that property in retrospect, what we should have done is said, hey, we walked in the house, here's the dining room, here's the secondary living room. Boom, it's already defined. I've defined it for my buyer. And then I could say it could be used alternatively as an office. Okay, so now they know, hey, here's a room that's a flex space, right? Oh, and behind it now, here's the formal living room. So you're defining for your buyer. All of a sudden, they are now getting clarity. They don't walk in the house and go, I'm not sure. Well, I can't tell you how many times I've talked to buyers and they're like, we like the house, but there was this space. We just weren't sure what to do with it. Don't give them the opportunity to overthink this. Give them the definition, make it clear for them. That's one way to use a video tour. The other way to use it that's very valuable, if you know you have a property where the floor plan is a little bit quirky, they have some spots that you're like, it doesn't flow easily, that might be a great time. We had a house several years ago where it was very obvious kitchen, living room, dining space, open floor plan, but there was this little space kind of in the middle. It was like a triangle, those three spaces. There was this little area in the middle. It's like, what do we do with that? And in my mind, you see a house sometimes, you don't even think about it. But when we had buyers come through, they're like, that's obviously a dining room, it's obviously a living room, but there's this little space of about 3 or 4 feet here times about 5 feet. It's like this little block where we're just not sure what we would put there. Truth be told, you didn't need to put anything there, but we didn't make it clear. And so that would have been a great time to state in a video, here's how this lays out, here's that. Oh, and here's a wonderful little open space to help it breathe or whatever happy little words you want to stick in there. Make it simple for your buyers. So if you've got a house where things are maybe not as self-explanatory, or if you even think there's a possibility someone might get confused by something, make that video tour, walk them through it, talk them through it. A little explanation can save you a lot of headache. See you in the next video.